Here's the headlines of this edition. Cần Thơ City Military Party Committee organized the midterm review conference to implement its resolution. The 12th conference to review the front task in the first half and outline key tasks for the second half of 2023, held by Cần Thơ City's Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee. City leaders received the high-ranking delegation from the Cuban labourers'center on the occasion of the working visit in Cần Thơ City. Hello and very warm welcome to another edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today. On June 30th morning, Cần Thơ City Military Party Committee organized the midterm review conference to implement its resolution of the 12th Congress. The conference was chaired by alternate member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of the City Party Committee, Secretary of the Military Party Committee Nguyễn Văn Hiếu. In the first half of 2020-2025, Cần Thơ City's Military Party Committee has met and exceeded 10 out of 26 targets of the whole term, typically building a mobilized reserve force, building a self-defense militia, consolidating and maintaining military units of communes, wards and townships, training of standing forces. The remaining 16 targets are achieved according to the plan each year. In the remaining half-term, the city's Military Party Committee highly agreed on the direction and task in the draft report, which are to continue to make good breakthroughs in quality of training, drills and formal construction, discipline, observance, safety assurance, uniting to successfully implement the tasks and targets set in the resolution of the City Military Party Committee for 2020-2025 term. Also on June 30th morning, Cần Thơ City's Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee organized the 12th conference of the 11th session 2019-2024 term to review the front tasks in the first half and outline key tasks for the second half of 2023. Stated by Secretary Chairman of the City People's Council Phạm Văn Hiếu came for attendance.
Over the past 6 months, the Fatherland Front at all levels and member organizations have well implemented the Joint Action Program in 2023 and closely followed the direction of Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee, proactively coordinating in organizing the effective implementation of propaganda, mobilization, gathering, and strengthening the great unity, while implementing policies on minority and religion, strengthening the renewal of contents and modes of operation, improving the quality of front work, promoting digital transformation, paying attention to the implementation of campaigns organized by the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee, specifically launching a campaign for Vietnamese people to give priority to using Vietnamese goods, donating over 124,000 gifts, 200 tons of rice to poor households, people with disabilities, victims of Agent Orange, with a total value of over 49,500 million Vietnam dong, building, repairing, and handing over of 267 great solidarity houses, with a total amount of over 16,565 million Vietnam dong. Social monitoring and criticism showed many progresses gradually going into depth.
Cần Thơ City Cooperative Alliance on June 30th held a conference to review tasks in the first half and mapped out key tasks for the second half of 2023. Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Ngọc Hè came for attendance. So for this year, Cần Thơ City Cooperative Alliance has continued to effectively carry out the work of consulting, propagating, and supporting collective economic development and cooperatives in the area, thereby helping collective economic activities and cooperatives in Cần Thơ City continue to develop in a positive direction. According to statistics, in the past 6 months, Cần Thơ City has had 30 cooperative groups and 15 newly established cooperatives, bringing the total to 1,480 cooperative groups with more than 53,300 households in participation, 21 cooperatives with a total prescribed capital of more than 736 billion Vietnam dong, more than 13,000 members, and over 18,300 regular employees, mainly focusing on agriculture. From now until the end of the year, Cần Thơ City Cooperative Alliance will focus on performing key tasks according to functions and tasks so that collective economic activities and cooperatives in the area are increasingly stable and effective, meeting the general development requirements of the city. On June 29th afternoon, Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee Nguyễn Văn Hiếu received the high-ranking delegation of the Cuban labourers'center to give a courtesy greeting on the occasion of the working visit in Cần Thơ City.
Giving information about some socio-economic development achievements gained by Cần Thơ City, Secretary Nguyễn Văn Hiếu expressed his belief that in the coming time, the relationship between Vietnam and Cuba, between the trade unions of the two countries, as well as between Cần Thơ and localities of Cuba, will be increasingly strengthened and deepened with many exchange activities, diverse, rich, practical, and effective cooperation.
Cần Thơ City's economic structure has shifted in the right direction with the development of industry, trade and services and the reduction of the share of the agricultural sector. Thanks to the development of industry, construction and services, the economic scale of Cần Thơ City has been expanded and contributed positively to the overall development of the Mekong Delta. Every year, Cần Thơ contributes about 1.2% of the country's GDP and about 9.5% of the Mekong Delta's GRDP. It is expected that in 2023, the value of gross product in the area at current prices will reach more than 120,000 billion Vietnam dong, up 3.9 times compared to 2010 and 10.3 times compared to 2004. For the gross regional domestic product per capita or GRDP, it is estimated that in 2023 it will reach 95 million Vietnam dong per person, which is 9.2 times higher than in 2004. Cần Thơ City's health department teachers concluded the pilot implementation of electronic health record software with the result that 101 out of 106 pilot units have linked data and a total of over 7 million medical visits from 2017 to now have been updated.
Cần Thơ City Health Department coordinated with Viettel Cần Thơ to pilot the electronic health record software at the end of March 3rd. Accordingly, more than 300 user accounts were created. Currently, there are 1,287,000 people with electronic health records, representing 99.5% of the city's population. The pilot implementation of electronic health record software still has a limitation that needs to be adjusted and overcome in the coming time, such as some units have not implemented data interconnection. The software still has many errors arising in the connection process. The number of people accessing the health monitoring app is still low.
The government has issued a decree on reducing registration fee by 50% for domestically manufactured and assembled cars from July 1st to December 31st, 2023. Accordingly, from the effective date of this decree until the end of December 31st, 2023, the collection rate of the registration fee is equal to 50% of the collection rate specified in the government's decree number 10/2022 on registration fees. From January 1st, 2024 onwards, the collection rate of the registration fee will continue to comply with provisions of the above regulations. Last but not least, we have the updated weather forecast. The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Kênh News. If you want to watch again in this bulletin, please visit our website, kênh TV.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.